14 suspected members of a major kidnapping network have been arrested by the ENUGU State Police Command in what authorities describe as a significant breakthrough against organized kidnapping across ENUGU and several other states. The arrests are not simply about 14 individuals being taken into custody. According to the police, investigators have uncovered a wider criminal network allegedly involved in a series of kidnapping, ransom collections, shootings, and killings across major roads and communities in Enugu State. And the weapons displayed by the police make the allegations even more serious. 5 AK-47 rifles, 2 pump-action guns, 1 locally fabricated firearms, 310 rounds of live 7.62 by 39 mm ammunition, 8 live cartridges, and 7 empty AK-47 magazines were recovered during the investigations. The suspects were paraded at the Enugu State Police Command headquarters after being arrested at different times in June, July, and August 2026. The Commissioner of Police, Maman Beatrice Giwa, said the suspects were apprehended in Enugu and other parts of Nigeria including Abuja, Kogi, Nasarawa, Rivers, Kwara, and Taraba states. But what exactly did investigators uncover? According to the police, 2 of the suspects were allegedly connected to the kidnapping attack at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Afa, Udi local government area, an incident that had already attracted widespread concern. Police said the 2 suspects escaped from Enugu after August 2nd operation and fled to Port Harcourt as security forces increased pressure on the criminal network. But investigators said the suspects did not stop there. Instead, they allegedly regrouped with other members of the network in Port Harcourt and carried out another kidnapping operation. The police alleged that another victim was adopted and only released after a ransom of 5 million naira was paid. This is where the investigation appears to have expanded beyond a single kidnapping incident. The police said intelligence-led operations conducted by the Anti-Kidnapping Violence Crime Response Unit eventually led detectives to the suspects and exposed what investigators describe as an organized criminal network operating across state boundaries. According to Commissioner Giwa, preliminary investigations have linked the suspect to several major kidnapping operations. One of those incidents allegedly occurred on May 25th in Mbabowa and Agwobowa communities in Eziaku local government area. Police said a male victim was adopted during that operation, and the gang allegedly collected 5 million naira in ransom. Another alleged operation took place on May 9 at Obioma in Udi local government area. The police said 2 male victims were kidnapped during that attack, while a woman was allegedly shot and killed. The gang allegedly collected $28,700 in ransom from that operation. Then came another alleged kidnapping along the Ike-Ezinze Road in Udi local government area on April 10. 2 male victims were reportedly adopted, and the police alleged that the kidnappers received $70,000 in ransom. But perhaps one of the most disturbing figures comes from another alleged operation at Obinofia in Eziagu local government area. Police said 7 people were kidnapped on April 12, with a criminal group allegedly collecting 25 million naira in ransom. Taken together, the allegation points to a network that investigators believe was not operating randomly. The police said the suspects allegedly moved into Enugu to plan and execute kidnapping operations before returning to other states to disappear and invade security agencies. That alleged structure may explain why investigators focus heavily on intelligence gathering and cooperation between different state commands. According to Commissioner Giwa, the network allegedly had local support inside Enugu. One Enugu-based suspect reportedly operated a tricycle and allegedly provided transportation for gang members, firearms, and other equipment to and from their operational location. Another alleged members, also based in Enugu, reportedly provided intelligence to the group. Police say that intelligence allegedly helped the kidnappers identify potential victims, select locations, and avoid security surveillance. If established in court, such a structure would suggest a criminal operation with designated roles rather than a loosely organized group. And investigators are now looking beyond the 14 people already arrested. The police said the investigation remains ongoing to determine whether the suspects were involved in additional kidnappings and violent crimes within Enugu and other parts of the country. Authorities are also searching for other members of the alleged syndicates. But there is another part of the investigation that could reveal how the group allegedly benefited financially from kidnapping. Police said the suspects allegedly attempted to conceal and invest proceeds from their criminal activities through livestock and property. Investigators also allege that members of the network engaged in lavish spending and traveled outside Nigeria, including trips to Cameroon. That raises another critical question. How much money could have passed through this alleged network? From the cases already identified by police, the alleged ransom payments include millions of naira and tens of thousands of US dollars. The figures are substantial, and with investigators saying the network may have been involved in other operations, the full financial value of the alleged criminal enterprise could be considerably larger. The weapons recovered are equally significant. The police displaced 5 AK-47 rifles, 2 pump-action firearms, and a locally fabricated weapon. They also displayed hundreds of rounds of ammunition and empty magazines. These recoveries are important because they could help investigators establish the alleged operational capacity of the group and potentially connect weapons to specific incidents. However, it is important to stress that the suspects remain suspects unless and until they are convicted by a competent court. Police allegations and preliminary investigations findings are not the same as the final judicial determination of guilt. For Enugu residents, however, the arrest represents a potentially important development in the fight against kidnapping. Major roads including the Enugu-Ugugu, Opi-Nsukka Road, Obioma 9 Mile, Umulobe Okpatu Road, and the Eke-Afa-Ebede Ezenze Axis have reportedly been linked by police to investigations involving the suspects. The Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway has also been mentioned by one of the suspects, who reportedly told journalists that his gang operated along the route and collected multi-million naira ransoms. The police have credited the breakthrough to sustained intelligence gathering, technology-enabled investigations, cooperation between security agencies, and coordination between different states. Commissioner Giwa also thanked Governor Peter Mba, the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, other security agencies, and members of the public for their support and information. The police says investigations will continue, with efforts focused on identifying other members of the network, recovering more weapons, and tracing additional criminal proceeds. Once the investigation is completed, the suspects are expected to face prosecution under the relevant laws. But the bigger issue goes beyond these 14 arrests. Kidnapping syndicates thrive when they have access to weapons, transportation, intelligence, safe locations, and financial channels for hiding ransom proceeds. Remove only one part of that chain, and the network can potentially rebuild. Break the entire chain, however, and the criminal operation becomes much harder to sustain. That is why the next phase of this investigation could be just as important as the arrests themselves. Who supplied the weapons? Who provided information about potential victims? Who helped move the suspects? Where did the ransom money go? And how many other kidnapping cases could eventually be connected to this alleged network? Those are the questions investigators will now have to answer. For residents, the police are also relying heavily on public cooperation. Suspicious movements, unusual activities around communities, and information about criminal hideouts can provide investigators with leads before another attack occurs. The arrest of 14 suspected kidnappers is certainly significant, but the real test will be whether authorities can dismantle the wider network, recover its weapon, and ensure that those found responsible face justice. What do you think about this major police operation in Enugu? Do you believe the arrest of 14 suspects can significantly weaken kidnapping networks operating across the region? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you find this report useful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our latest security and breaking news reports. Share this report with others so they can stay informed. I'm Chidera Isom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next reports.